So many wines to choose from. But what works best with Thanksgiving dinner?
I guess it depends on whether you like white or red.
I like options. That's why I get a Thanksgiving collection from Mayhew Wine Shop delivered to my door. 12 bottle cases now 15% off. 6 bottles are 10% off. 3 bottle collections just $73. And get 100 loyalty points for any order, which equals a $5 reward on your next one.
Wow.
Order your Thanksgiving collection delivery now at mayhewwine.com. That's mayhewwine.com.
UMass Lowell is a global education leader, preparing people for exceptional careers in engineering, IT, criminal justice, health sciences, and business. Are you ready to take the lead? UMass Lowell's classes start January 18th.
IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, tonight it's a rare Sunday night edition of Matt Connarton Unleashed, the live radio edition. Kendra L. Saunders is coming in to guest host the show once again. Tonight she's talking with fashion designer and former Project Runway contestant Melissa Fleiss. So should be a great conversation. Here comes Kendra. It is August 4th, 2013, and Matt Connarton Unleashed starts right now.
Sequence starts.
Matt Connarton Unleashed.
Hello and welcome to another hijacked episode of Matt Connarton Unleashed. My name is Kendra L. Saunders. I'm the author of Inanimate Objects in the upcoming dark comedy Death of Mr. Right. Tonight we are joined by Melissa Fleiss, fashion designer and former Project Runway contestant. Thank you for joining us, Melissa.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Wow, so I hear you have had like a really busy summer. You launched a line in San Francisco and you took part in some speaking events. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It has definitely been a very crazy summer for me. I launched a fall collection of leather jackets and accessories at the New Black Gallery here in the Mission. It's at 18th and Bryant. And I'm selling, it's a variety of leather vests, leather jackets. I even have a cowl vest that's made out of boar leather. And then, of course, all my hand-embroidered clutches.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and then what else happened? So what's going on? Most recently, I spoke at Bloomingdale's for an event with AICI, and it's the Association of Image Consultants International. And it's a group of these lovely women who basically get paid to style other women in the city. And not everyone knows how to style themselves, so these women kind of have annual meetings and regular other meetings to, you know, get what's new, what's trends for fall. And so that's what I spoke to them about. Bloomingdale's gave me the run of the store, and I was able to pull pieces, whether it was garments or accessories, to pair up with my own garments and speak about trends for fall 2013.
I feel like that must have been like so much power in your hands to be able to have all of that available to you and just grab any of it you wanted. That must have been amazing, right?
Oh my gosh, I was like, can I please keep all of it? It was amazing, and the ladies were so great. And of course, we did also a Q&A about Project Runway and what I'm working on now.
And of course, you love a good lipstick and eyeliner, which, you know, girl after my own heart. Is it true that you sold cosmetics at some point in the past, too?
I was a manager at a posse at Fred Segal in Los Angeles for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so basically I worked with niche brands of perfume and cosmetics.
Oh, wow.
So I really am obsessed over. It's kind of ridiculous. I have too many bottles of perfume and too many lipsticks.
That's got to be cool, though, because, you know, you had that foundation of you learned stuff about styling that way. And then, you know, when you obviously you know so much about putting together these just very cool and edgy outfits with your own clothes that you make. And then, you know, you go to an event like that and you've got everything at your fingertips.
Oh, it was so amazing. And it was really interesting for me to have it was a lot more difficult, I thought, when I came to styling rather than choosing the pieces, because I have my own look, but when I have to incorporate it with other brands, and so I kind of chose brands who I see myself in. You know, my competitors also, you know, they're not my competitors in a way. It's like your little family. Mm-hmm. And so it was then cool to kind of piece it all together, and but it was difficult for me for a little while. It was like, that just doesn't work. Switch that. No, move that.
Would you say that there's a pretty big difference between, for instance, the California style and the New York City style?
There is a huge difference. I mean, there's a huge difference even between San Francisco versus Los Angeles compared to New York. Mm-hmm. I'm finding that my aesthetic is working well so far in San Francisco, because it seems like women are looking for pieces that I'm designing, because it's not available here, or they can't find it anywhere. So for me, it's good to be somewhat in this niche market right now. And when you're talking about LA, the style's there already, and I think I can definitely enhance that. Whereas in New York, you know, if you want to speak about all black, of course, everyone's in New York City. There's definitely more style in New York. I get inspired more when I'm in New York, definitely.
Yeah, because when I look at, you know, your personal style, which is, you know, lots of black, lots of kind of edgy pieces, but still very, it still have a clean silhouette, I do think it's very New York, and I think that's cool that you've been able to take stuff from, you know, where you are now and from where you've traveled, and you're adding all of those pieces in, and I think that's very cool. And I noticed that with the pictures I saw on your website from your new collection, I could see that in it.
Yeah. Great compliment. Thank you.
And another thing I noticed on your website, you know, you have the inspiration boards, and you draw from really cool stuff like the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and lots of goth music. So do you have a band or an album right now that's shaping any of your current work?
What's interesting, so for my last collection, well, what I showed at the Meet Black Gallery, I was really influenced by, like, the cosmetics, and it's just a really cool vibe. And now I'm actually, it's weird, the collection I'm working on now is really modern, has really a modern influence to it, and I almost find myself in quietness right now, which is very strange for me. But when I do turn on music, I actually, Mr. Christopher Paulu from my season said I would like this band called The Grimes, and so that's what I'm listening to on Spotify. So there's a lot of other cool bands right now that I'm, you know, finding.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Spotify is awesome.
There is this one song that is so killer. I have to look it up right now.
And do you have a Spotify profile that people can follow, that they can listen to music that's inspired you?
I kind of keep that under the radar. I thought about posting it, and maybe it's something I should do. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Jill Scott. I think that's it.
Okay. All of you guys from season 10 have, like, the best taste in music. That's what Fabi and I have talked about so many times, is about how you and him, like, just crazy great taste in music.
Oh my God. It's constant. Even when I'm running errands, you know, it's like, it can vary from the Strokes, or even in my apartment, it's like, I mean, the other day I'm, like, listening to Jefferson Airplane, so it really depends on my mood, you know?
Yeah, who doesn't need some Interpol in their day?
Oh, yeah, gosh, ever.
So, you know, I knew asking Dimitri or Fabio this wouldn't be quite the same as asking this girl to girl. And I know you actually look like a model yourself, but you got to tell me, like, is Heidi Klum really as insanely gorgeous in person as she is on TV?
I remember the first time Heidi was on the runway, and I just thought to myself, wow, you really are that beautiful.
We've all wondered. We all want to know.
Yeah, your legs are that amazing. Like, wow. Congratulations.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's good to know. I've always wondered, like, is it just TV magic or is it real? Oh.
No, it's real.
So if somebody wants to buy one of your leather jackets, which, by the way, I definitely suggest anybody listening to this, check out your leather jackets. They are beautiful. How would they go about doing that?
Well, currently they're available through the new Black Gallery. So you can just visit their website, and you basically either just call or email them directly. And they have the prices and images for all the garments and accessories there. So feel free. And if someone wants to contact me through my website as well, we can help them out here.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually what I was going to ask you about next. What is something, what right now do you feel like your fans could do most for you if they want to support you in this time?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, like, there's so many ways.
Sending you cookies,
Well, I'm just going to put the word out there. I haven't fully decided yet, but I may be running a Kickstarter campaign, so that's something to be on the lookout for.
Oh, very cool.
What else? I don't know, just keep reaching out to me, on Twitter and Instagram. I'm always online, so feel free to contact me with any questions, and of course, buy my clothing.
Yes, and I mean, who would not want to? Who wouldn't want to have one of your jackets? Oh,
no. So, I need one. I don't even have one to rock. It's so bad.
You got to get on that right away. In this weather, it's okay. It's fine.
Oh, it's cold here. It's super cold here.
Well, that's just strange because it's so hot and we're in the north.
It's about 64 degrees here.
Okay. So one of your fans sent in a question on Tumblr and asked, who did you become closest to on Project Runway?
Ooh, who did I become closest to on Project Runway? I think I became closest to probably Fabio, Christopher, and Sanji.
Okay. I mean, who doesn't want to be close to Fabio? He's such a sweetheart.
Oh, he's a little teddy bear. All the pieces, yeah.
Gonia asked, what is your definition of class? Would you say it's like old Hollywood glamour, maybe, or is it something very personal, or what would be your definition of class?
Wow, that's a good question. I've never been asked that one.
This is a very classy person.
Class, wow, okay. My gosh, it's almost, class to me is almost a way of being. I think of everything from mannerisms to the way a woman walks to, of course, the garment she's wearing, and it's, this class, it has an air about you. I think it definitely has more of a sleek, modern look in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I hope that answers the question.
Yes, it was kind of an enigmatic question. So, and Patrick from Blogging Project Runway asked, "What was your favorite childhood outfit?"
What was my favorite childhood outfit?
Yeah, did you have one outfit that was like your favorite, and you were so sorry when you grew out of it, or?
Oh my gosh, I have a story. Yeah, I had this pair of jeans actually that I loved, and they were kind of, gosh, what color were they? They were like this really cool blue, and they had these cool pinstripes on them. And I'm from Michigan, so every Labor Day, everyone can walk like the Mackinac Bridge. And that year, Labor Day happened to land on my birthday. So I was turning 7 years old, walking this enormous suspension bridge, and I tripped and I fell, and I tore a hole in my jeans. And I remember,
oh no, it was your birthday.
My favorite jeans in the world.
Oh.
And I would always just, I don't even remember what I would tear it out, but that was my fairite garment. I remember growing up.
Oh, and
those jeans.
It died on your birthday. That's not fair.
Yeah. I wore them though. I didn't care.
Oh, that's just tragic.
I was so bummed. And then you look down and it's like these grates, and you feel like you're gonna just like fall into this enormous lake. It was crazy.
Oh man, yeah. I think everybody has that one time, in their life where they had that outfit and something happened to it. Maybe they're an adult, and something happens to it, and yeah, there's no going back.
No, you're just like crushed.
Now, did you start off making clothes for yourself, or did you just come up with something one day and say, that's something that I'd like to see other people wearing, or how did that happen for you?
Wow. Well, I actually only started sewing. It'll be 5 years. In September.
That's insane, because you were so good at it.
So I didn't start making clothes. This is going to give away my age, but I didn't start making clothing until I was 28. I have always wanted to do fashion, become a fashion designer, and it just took me a really long time to decide to go back to school or even learn how to do it. And so I went to get my master's in fine arts here in San Francisco from the Academy of Art University, and that's really where I started sewing.
Wow, that's crazy. And just in that short a period of time to have, done Project Runway, and, you have this line now, and you're being able to interact with people all over the world, that's got to be pretty exciting.
It's crazy. And, it's like, that's what I tell people. It's like, it's kind of, the classic saying of follow your dreams. Yes, it can be corny, but really when you listen to your gut and trust your instincts and what you want to do, things happen. And I take everything I've learned, every job experience, everything to me with this to this day. But until I started doing what I wanted to do, that's when, this kind of, I think it's success came towards me, and I'm very grateful for it, and I just have to continue, pushing it forward.
Yeah, definitely. And this is something that everybody always wants to know about, the baby challenge. How was your baby behaved? Because I've heard Fabio's baby was very well behaved. How was your baby?
My baby in the beginning was the best baby in the room. It was. Everyone was like looking at me and like kind of like, why isn't your baby crying? Like, what's wrong with your baby? Oh, did they not turn your baby on? I'm like, keep going, little girl, keep going. And then she just started bawling, and it just would never stop. And it's like you're sitting at the sewing machine, trying to sew. You were somehow like still holding the baby in one arm with the bottle in your shoulder and then sewing at the same time. It was ridiculous.
And you were crying after a while. Everyone in the room was crying,
Oh my God. It's just like you just wanted to have earplugs in and just not listen to it. It was terrible.
It seemed like torture. You could watch each of you guys sort of breaking down as the babies kept crying. It's like the weak ones first, and then the stronger and stronger ones until everyone in the room was just like on the floor from these crying babies.
It was, oh my God, I don't even ever want to do that again.
Oh man. All right, so now it's time for the famous wacky questions, and I think you're gonna like these. So let's say you can go back in time and you can star as a heroine in either Labyrinth with David Bowie or Legend with Tom Cruise. Which one would you choose?
It's what? Repeat that, please.
You could either be the heroine in Labyrinth with David Bowie or Legend with Tom Cruise. Which one of those would you choose?
Wow. Probably Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Yes, good choice. And I bet you couldn't guess, but the second question also has to do with David Bowie. Let's say you can make a costume for David Bowie or Morrissey. Who would you choose?
Oh, or Morrissey?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Excuse my language, I would have to go with Morrissey.
even though... I
got the sickest leather jacket for that guy.
Even though, he'd probably stand up, like, at a concert wearing it and, like, point to his like, projection machine or whatever about, like, the chickens he's trying to save and just complain about how he hates everybody, but...
Yeah, whatever. I'd still, like, wear this Morrissey, if you're listening, I love you.
Awesome. Oh, all right. Well, and for everybody listening, of course, you did mention your Twitter, and Melissa's Twitter is her name, so it's MELISSAFLEIS. And of course, she does have a website as well. And you can check out her beautiful work there. You can check out some inspiration boards, pictures from her recent show and from the Bloomingdale's event as well. So, well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Melissa. It was a lot of fun to get to chat with you.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Well, we are all looking forward to seeing what you come up with next.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm working on, is spring, summer 2014 right now.
Oh, man. Okay, good. Sneak peeks on Twitter, please, soon.
I don't want to give anything away. I'm really keeping this one under wraps.
All right, well, that means everybody's going to need to follow you on Twitter so that they can be the first to know when you do finally put it up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Melissa. Have a great evening.
Thanks, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, and thank you, everybody, for listening in tonight. If you haven't been to my website recently, you should definitely pop over there. For those of you who don't know, I'm releasing a dystopian novella in pieces on my website, one chapter at a time, as a gift for my fans. The novella is called Levitate, and you can read it for free, which, of course, you want to do. It's great, and it is free. So go check that out at my website. My website is www.KendraLSaunders.com. For now, I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and I'm sure we'll be back very soon with lots more exciting interviews.
Matt Connarton Unleashed.
IPMNation.com.
I love having friends and family over for Thanksgiving, but planning all of the logistics can get stressful. Luckily, Mayhew Wine Shop makes stocking up on holiday drinks super easy. The Mayhew Wine Shop has 3-bottle, 6-bottle, and 12-bottle collections specially curated for Thanksgiving. Their high-quality wine selection will leave your whole Thanksgiving party merry and happy. You can pick up the Thanksgiving wine collection or have it delivered. Make your Thanksgiving lively and merry by visiting MayhewWine.com today.
Bundling home and car insurance with Geico is so easy, your neighbors are probably already doing it. But who? They may drop little hints like,
beautiful day out. Even more beautiful since we saved by bundling our home and car insurance with Geico.
Or,
yard work is hard. Much harder than bundling with Geico, which was easy.
Or it may be even subtler, like,
speaking of burgers, we bundled our home and car insurance with Geico and saved a bunch of money.
Bundling is easy with Geico. Just ask your neighbors.